Iraq economic news and points to ponder Monday morning, June 23, 25. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Xi, K2 Integrity Partner to raise Iraq's financial compliance standards. Business Iraqi News June 23, 2025 246 Baghdad, IraqiNews.com, Iraqi fintech Xi has partnered with US-based K2 Integrity to upgrade its compliance systems and align Iraq's financial sector with global standards. The agreement includes the establishment of a compliance hub in Jordan and an innovation center in the UAE, supporting operations across the region. The 36-month roadmap will see K2 Integrity revamp Xi's financial crime compliance framework, train staff, and implement international best practices. Xi Chairman Baha Abdul Hadi said the move reflects a commitment to transparency and economic leadership in Iraq. This is about Iraq's future. We are investing to meet the highest global standards. Xi, Iraq's largest electronic payment platform, serves over 10 million users and plays a central role in the country's financial ecosystem. K2 Integrity's involvement is seen as a vote of confidence in Iraq's ongoing economic reforms. Baghdad and Ankara discuss exporting Iraqi oil through Turkish territory. Energy Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Fuad Hussein discussed with his Turkish counterpart, Hakan Fidan, the export of Iraqi oil through Turkish territory on Sunday. The ministry said in a statement, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Fuad Hussein met today, Sunday, with Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan. On the sidelines of their participation in the meeting of foreign ministers of the member states of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, held in Istanbul. The statement added, during the meeting, the latest regional developments were reviewed in light of the escalation resulting from the war on Iran and the targeting of nuclear facilities yesterday, Saturday. The two sides stressed the importance of enhancing joint cooperation to limit the expansion of the conflict, and the need to support political and diplomatic initiatives aimed at containing the crisis and preventing its escalation. In the context of bilateral relations, Fuad Hussein discussed the issue of water releases into Iraq, noting the significant decrease in water quantities coming from Turkey. Minister Hakan Fidan promised to intervene with the relevant authorities in his country to follow up on this issue in a way that guarantees the interests of both parties. The two sides also discussed the issue of Iraqi oil exports via Turkey, with Hussein stressing the importance of accelerating technical and administrative coordination to resume oil pumping through the Turkish port of Ceyhan, given the significant impact this issue will have on the Iraqi economy, given the threats and challenges facing the region. He affirmed Iraq's readiness to fully cooperate in this regard, in a way that enhances common interests. The presidencies hold a meeting at the Baghdad Palace to discuss developments in the region. The presidency's media office announced on Sunday that the presidencies held a meeting at the Baghdad Palace to discuss developments in the region. In a brief statement, the office said, the presidencies held a meeting at the Baghdad Palace to discuss developments in the region. A significant increase in U.S. imports of Iraqi oil. Energy Economy News. Baghdad. The U.S. Energy Information Administration announced on Sunday that the United States increased its oil imports from Iraq over the past week. The administration said in a table seen by Al-Iqtisad News that the average U.S. crude oil imports during the past week from 10 major countries reached 4.964 million barrels per day, a decrease of 492,000 barrels per day from the previous week, which reached 5.456 million barrels per day. She added that Iraq's oil exports to the United States reached an average of 213,000 barrels per day, an increase of 129,000 barrels per day compared to the previous week's average of 84,000 barrels per day. The administration also indicated that the largest U.S. oil revenues during the past week came from Canada, at a rate of 3.223 million barrels per day, followed by Mexico, at a rate of 394,000 barrels per day. Saudi Arabia, at an average of 356,000 barrels per day, Brazil, at a rate of 173,000 barrels per day, and Nigeria, at a rate of 137,000 barrels per day. According to the table, U.S. crude oil imports from Ecuador averaged 136,000 barrels per day, from Venezuela 132,000 barrels per day. From Colombia 110,000 barrels, and from Libya 90,000 barrels per day. 112 views added June 22, 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon.
Source: dinarrecaps.com